The beauty is in the details. The moon is in Virgo today, and Mercury and Venus both in Virgo, Mercury retrograde. And we're going to look today at what that means for our creative process with this moon cycle that began with Sunday's new moon in Leo. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, August 6th. And we have this Virgo energy. So Virgo is about details. It's about how we engage in the physical world to make things that convey the spirit of the divine or the bigger picture or some universal principle, right? Something that can convey love, something that can convey the bigger experience of connection and interconnectedness and wonder at being alive, those kinds of things, because Virgo is opposite Pisces. So we have right now Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. So those outer planets reminding us to stay connected to something that brings meaning to our lives and remember what's really important in that bigger picture. But Virgo is about the here and now. It's about how we shape the world around us, and when we're really connecting in that bigger picture, how we can make things in the earth world, in the physical world, in our daily lives, how we can make things that have or convey that bigger picture of meaning. So Virgo is connected with daily tasks, routines, right? Things that we might think of as drudgery. The things you have to do because they're just the things that need to get done to maintain and sustain life. So whether that was, harvesting the crops, and maybe that's not so much what we do in our modern lives, but it has that feeling of harvest, of processing, right? Putting away food for the winter, putting in the manual labor that it takes to bring life and productivity into our lives and results, right? The things that we want. So because this moon cycle began with the new moon in Leo, we are focused on creativity and the creative process. So whatever creative projects are speaking to you right now, now is the time to give them attention, to think about how do you express yourself? What do you need to do to move energy and get your feelings, your opinions, your perspective, your story? How do you convey that and put that into something that you can share? That Leo energy, that's so much about radiating your true self and sharing of who you are. And then with the Virgo, because these inner planets, Venus, Mercury, and now the moon for a couple days, right? We're in the middle of the moon being in Virgo as well, means that we have this focus, this emphasis on getting into the details. So it's really a perfect time to think about the creative process and anything having to do with technical details, any maybe like technical skills you need to learn to do your craft, to put your creative work out into the world. What do you need to learn? What skills do you need? What do you need to know, right? And that might have been needlework or weaving or flint napping in the past, right? But now in our modern lives, it might be learning new software. It might be getting some tools for your kitchen, or thinking about how you want to put some investment of time and energy into anything that is speaking to you creatively. So now the process of engaging and getting hands-on and making things is is itself a beautiful experience, right? The process of making something means you can get lost in the details. So, have you ever been in your garden weeding and, before you know it, you didn't realize that hours have gone by, or or working on anything really, something where you become so focused on what you're doing that you don't notice time passing. So, this is that kind of energy. It's the kind of energy of allowing yourself to get lost in the details and give yourself the pleasure of being in the moment, and, not worrying about where this is going to be in a month or a year, but really just letting yourself be with the hands-on experience of what it looks like to shape and craft something in the moment. And, that could be technical. It could be a virtual thing that you are making, right? If you're working on a writing project, it could be the experience that is very digital. It may not be sort of hands-on in that old traditional sense, but the same thing applies. So, getting lost in rearranging words, or thinking about how you want to say something. So it's a good time to focus on self-expression, creative projects, but in particular, thinking about how you can just really get absorbed in the beauty of the process and what it looks like to shape something and to be in the moment, get lost in the details. And perhaps you are learning in the process about how to, develop some technical skills. Like if you are working on learning a musical instrument, you might have to practice your your what are they called? The not the chords, when you go up and down. Anyway, you have to do it over and over and over. So that kind of thing. Let yourself practice, get lost in the moment, get into the details, and really enjoy the process. So that is what we mean by the beauty is in the details, because when you lose yourself, your ego gets out of the way and spirit can come through you, it can work through you and guide you, and again, you're not thinking about it. So you do kind of get anything out of the way that, any limited thinking can get out of the way, because you're just lost in the moment. So hope you can find some good creative projects to work on. Thank you so much for being here. I would love to hear about what kind of creative projects are showing up for you during this Leo moon cycle with Mercury retrograde. And I've been talking about that for the last couple of days. So if you missed my video from Saturday on this particular Leo moon cycle, you might find that really helpful to understand this urge to express and work on things and move them forward, and at the same time having the brakes on from the experience of Mercury being retrograde and wanting us to hash some things out from within. So watch my video from Saturday if you missed it, and let me know in the comments what kind of creative projects are speaking to you right now, and whether this Mercury retrograde experience is something that you're finding your flow with. I'd love to hear. Thank you for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me and how to work with me at astrologyheals.com. Please hit the subscribe button if you've been enjoying these videos, and thank you if you've already subscribed. It's totally free for you and it supports my work. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.